What a great show we're having so far. Leonard Cohen, Album of the Year. Congratulations, sir. That guy's won a lot of Junos, huh? Headley, still 2 for 29. Kind of makes us like the Toronto Maple Leafs of bands. Only we'll still be playing in the spring. Hamilton, thank you guys so much. You have really embraced us this week. Everyone on the Juno team feels so welcome here. I'd like to especially thank the Arkells for letting me crash at their couch and have sex with their girlfriends. I shouldn't have said that part. Here to induct the latest member of the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, a man who has worked with Michael Jackson, Annie Lennox, and Alanis Morissette. Please welcome producer-songwriter Glenn Ballard.
I met Alanis in March of 1994. She was 19 years old. Our mutual publisher, MCA Music, had brought her to Los Angeles, ostensibly to write songs for her as an artist. She had just been released from her contract in Canada. So when she showed up at my studio for the first time that morning, there was no one from a record company supervising the activity that was about to take place. This gave us the freedom to follow our instincts rather than to try to make something for the marketplace. Our first day together was natural and fun and invigorating. It was obvious to me that she was brilliant, curious, and full of passion to express something inchoate but important. I usually played guitar first, programmed a beat, and we channeled the muses from there. It's the most intuitive record I've ever made, and the phrases that were hewn out of Alanis's journals and our discussions and the sound of syllables as she sang became the DNA for the album. We wrote and finished a song a day, with her recording lead vocals at the end, just once or twice. I remain astonished by the fact that there were no barriers between her voice and her intention. Her voice rang like a bell of truth, and the emotional honesty in the room when we created it is something that we managed to capture for all time. What remains is a record called Jagged Little Pill. Okay? And I must say, hearing it now reminds me that time is relative, because all the energy we invested in it still crackles like it was yesterday.
I was born to do this. I was born to take very complex ideas and distill them into articles or songs. That's what I was born to do. That's the muscle that I've been, working on my whole life.
In 1995, the rock and roll world was all shook up when Ottawa's Alanis Morissette released the album Jagged Little Pill. It was a stunning reinvention for a woman who had started out as a child actor on Canadian children's television, then became a successful dance pop artist. But just at a time when boy and girl bands were beginning to dominate the pop charts, Alanis swooped down like a savior and became rock's avenging angel.
These songs were all written within 15 to 45 minutes, music and lyrics all at once, and recorded sometimes an hour later. I'd listen to some of the songs the next day and not even remember having done them or written them.
Jagged Little Pill sold over 33 million copies worldwide, making it one of the most successful albums of all time.
I found it lyrically very raw and very satisfying. The public just ate up, loved.
It went from 0 to 650 in 3.5 seconds.
It's like rain.
The album's astounding success was not a premeditated marketing ploy by a record label, but a genuine cultural explosion. The music world had rarely seen a female artist like her. Alanis had touched a nerve of a whole generation of young women.
It was overwhelming. You know, people were sneaking into my hotel rooms and leaving notes in my bed sheets and in my suitcase, and my hair was being pulled out, and it was a pretty intense time.
Jagged Little Pill won 4 Grammys, including the coveted Album of the Year. And that year, back at the Junos in Hamilton,
And the winner is
Jagged Little Pill, Alanis Morissette.
Alanis Morissette.
I thought fame would afford great connection, you know, but it actually wound up disconnecting me from people, and I did not like that. And then I thought, well, what if I used fame for my agenda? And once I could sense from people that my songs were helping them and supporting them on their journey, I can actually take advantage of being in the public eye and make it work for me and my agenda.
Alanis has had 6 albums crack Billboard's top 10, and 3 of them have hit #1.
Alanis, congratulations for being inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame.
We can't think of anyone more deserving or more incredible to receive this great honor.
Have an amazing night, Alanis.
We love you.
The great thing about being put on the hot seat, especially publicly, is that it's an amazing tool for self-definition. The more we know ourselves, the more we can live this authentic life and live what we were born to do.
Please welcome the newest inductee into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, Alanis Morissette.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Glenn. I am deeply appreciative of this country in particular, based on the fact that I'm clearly from here and supported in an emotional, dialogical, stream of consciousness, storytelling way. I think a lot of people around the planet have asked me, what is it about Canadians that make you so expressed and so compelling? And I said, there's definitely something in the water besides fluoride. We're a dialogical bunch. I moved to Los Angeles and I waited 6 months for someone to ask me a question. So I listened, and then I realized I had to adopt a whole other approach to life, because Canadians are very engaging, very curious, very self-deprecating, very funny. And so I took advantage of the cloth from which I was cut and continue to tell stories, and I feel so touched by how people interpret my songs. There was a woman who came up to me a few months ago, and for a song, Hands Cleans, I had written, she said, I love that story you told about having been in love with your lesbian teacher. And I had been in love with my lesbian teacher, so I was curious about which song she was referencing. But she then said, she told me how much it touched her and deeply moved her, so I didn't correct it, because as an artist, I write for myself in a very self-indulgent way. I think it's our mandatory prerequisite that we indulge, and then once I share it with you, the songs are all yours to interpret as you wish. And I love you, and I thank you, and I thank all the people who have supported me in Canada throughout the many decades. God bless you each. I love you. Thank you so much.
Coming up, we have a performance by The Weeknd with his hit song from the film 50 Shades of Grey. Wait. I haven't read the book yet, so real quick. Done that. That's expensive. I did that in the commercial break. CP. You need zip ties for that one. Oh, that tastes gross. That's why I got kicked out of Canadian Tire. Yeah, I feel like this is a manual, and you need it. You know what? Read that. Catch up with me later. Please welcome a man who has been hailed the songbird of his generation, accompanied by legendary pianist Stefan Macchio, Abel Tesfaye, The Weeknd, performing his hit single, Earned It.
So I'ma care for you, I'ma care for you, yeah. 'Cause girl, you're perfect, your heart is worth it, and you deserve it. The way you work it, 'cause girl, with no heart, hey, and you're my favorite kind of night, baby. So I love when you call unexpected, 'cause I hate when the moment's expected. So I'ma care for you, I'ma care for you. Yeah, baby, 'cause girl, you're perfect. Your heart is worth it, and you deserve it, baby. The way you work it, 'cause girl, you earned it. Shit, girl, you earned it. No, 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 no. On that lonely night. You said it wouldn't be love, but we felt the rush. It made us believe it was only us. Convinced we were broken inside. Shit, inside. Shit, 'cause girl, you're perfect. You're always worth it, and you deserve it, baby. The way you work it, 'cause girl, you earned it. Shit, girl, you earned it. Shit, oh yeah.
Coming up on the 2015 Juno Awards, we give out more hardware and singing two of their hits, Magic